Hello job seekers, Melanie here with CGL Recruiting, and this video is one of a 4-part series that is all focusing on Amazon. Now, if you have not looked at the amount of jobs that are available on Amazon, I highly recommend you take the time to look. They have positions at all levels on multiple locations. So if you're wanting to get an inside scoop on how to get a great position with Amazon, we have 4 videos. The first one is generalized, talking about all the different facets of getting a job at Amazon. The second one focuses on the assessments that Amazon does. So you can know information about them beforehand, so you're doing your best that you can on those. The third one focuses on if you're doing a phone interview or a virtual interview, and the fourth one focuses on those in-person interviews at Amazon. All of the data that I'm giving you is direct from Amazon, and I want you to put your best foot forward and have the best chance of getting a job with them. So if you can just stick with me for 4 videos, we will get you prepped to be able to do your best when you get an interview with Amazon. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that now. Give us that thumbs up if you feel like this information is helpful. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, and always share any information that we're giving to you with other job seekers. That's the whole reason we're doing this. We are all in this together. So this first video is going to be focused on 5 key things that you need to know if you're wanting to apply for a position with Amazon. And I do have a bonus one at the end of this video, which is very, very important that you need to keep in mind start to finish. But before we get into the 5, I want to start by telling you where should you go to look for all of these positions. If you just type in Amazon.com, you're going to get to their shopping site, and you're not going to be able to see the thousands and thousands of jobs that they have available. And so how you get to those is by going to Amazon.jobs. And that's where you're going to see all of the positions listed. And just like any other job posting site that a company has, you can sort through them very quickly to find exactly what you want. Okay, so let's talk about our number 1 tip if you're looking for a job with Amazon. That is, if anyone is approaching you saying there is a fee to apply for jobs with Amazon, it is a scam. As one of the largest employers, Amazon is absolutely overrun with people doing this scam. So if they come to you and say, we require a deposit, we require a fee, anything like that, it is absolutely a scam, and in no way, shape, or form is it connected with Amazon. Some of you may have already come across these, as it is rampant with Amazon. So no money. Job seekers don't pay any money to look at jobs, as it should be. Okay, let's focus on item number 2. That is, you get one resume when you're applying for positions with Amazon. When you go to apply, no matter how many positions you go in for, you get to upload 1 resume. Now, they actually do have the ability that if you don't have a resume or don't want to upload your resume, you can upload your LinkedIn profile instead, which your LinkedIn profile tends to have a lot more data on it. But I don't recommend you do that. I do recommend you go the resume path. However, because you only get 1 resume, you need to make sure that it is a broad one and has as much information out there about you as it possibly can. And because you only get the 1 document, what you might want to strongly consider doing is having your resume and then have a page, like page 3 be certifications and page 4 be, samples of work. Whatever it is that you have, depending on what you are and what you bring to the table, more is going to be more on attachments, but they all have to be in 1 document. So let's talk about item number 3, and that is if you're applying for one of the hourly positions. The hourly positions are actually handled differently within Amazon. So you don't do a resume, they require you to do their online application. So if you are interested in applying for one of their hourly roles, don't stress about your resume. You're gonna have to just do the application. It's the only way to get in for those roles. Okay, let's talk about item number 4, and that is in regards to your cover letter. Amazon doesn't let you do them. They do not like or want cover letters. So you will not have the opportunity to show or display a cover letter when you're uploading your application. So if you do feel like there is critical data about you that you have loaded into your cover letter, the only way you can get it into their system is to have it be part of that primary resume document. Now, if you do this, I do not recommend you put the cover letter as page 1 and then the resume is like page 2 and 3. Always make sure the resume comes first, and then you could attach the cover letter if you want to the back. But they actually have a pretty strong statement saying, we don't use them, we don't need them. So if you're trying to do it for the applicant tracking system, I get it, but I just want to let you know, if they just see them, they're probably not going to read it or look at it. Okay, let's talk about item number 5, and that is work samples. So there are tons of different positions available at Amazon. So let's say that you're like an engineer or an IT person and you've created things that you want to have the ability to show those work samples to Amazon. Or if you have created some type of quality system or anything else like that, there is not a way in the Amazon system for you to upload those into it. But they do ask that if you have those documents, to put links to the documents in your resume. So if you are wanting to apply for a position with Amazon, you are going to have to put your best foot forward and show those as links to some type of site, whether that's a Google Dropbox or whatever you have where you store all of that information and data, a private website, if you have them stored on your LinkedIn profile, whatever. You're gonna have to give them those links in your resume. And they actually do like that, as they say on their website. So make sure that if you have those, you do that. Okay, so now what's our secret tip when you're applying for positions at Amazon? If you go through Amazon's website and all of their information, and it is a lot of information that they provide to candidates, they very, very clearly state multiple times on their website that they are a data-driven company and that metrics are important to them. And specifically, they like to see data and metrics on resumes. So if you have not yet, which hopefully you have, but if you have not yet put any kind of metrics on your resume, I highly, highly recommend you do that before you apply with Amazon. It is something that is incredibly important to them and is part of their culture. So to put your best foot forward, make sure that you have metrics and are data-driven on your resume. So it's not enough to just put a number out there. You're gonna have to say, here's what the issue was, here's what the fix was, here's what you were able to save, here's what the outcome is, and utilizing that data and metrics. Okay, job seekers, there's 3 more videos in this series, and they are just packed full of information that you should know before you start applying with Amazon. We went through a ton of their information to find and glean all this out, trying to help all of you get back to work as quick as you can. All right, job seekers, I will see you next time.